Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there is doing well and staying back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game pocket ranked matches. Today's video I feel like trying out this Jolteon deck that I put together, see if I can manage to win a game or two online with it. This deck is pretty simple in its composition, it just revolves around Jolteon, Zapdos, and Oricorio. The hope for this deck is to basically have Oricorio as an EX wall, since it can't be damaged by EX Pokemon while you're building up your Jolteon or Zapdos in the background. Zapdos is really just here for as a just in case or for added damage, just in case we can get Jolteon out. I wanted to run one more basic so we don't break horribly while we're trying to build into Jolteon. But if you're curious, I will have the entire deck list in the description of the video below, should you want to try this deck out for yourself or simply improve upon it. But for now, let's see if I can manage to win any ranked matches with this Jolteon deck I've thrown together. I'll be back when I find my first game. Alrighty, looks like I found my first opponent here, and we do have the good fortune of going second. Definitely not a bad thing. And we do start with Oricorio and Eevee in our hand. Who do I want to open up with? You know, since we have Jolteon in hand, maybe let's start out with Eevee. The decision may turn to bite me here in a second, but that's what we're going to roll with. Oricorio is more here if we have Eevee and no Jolteon in our hand. Since Jolteon only takes 2 energy to get ready, we can get going pretty quickly. I do have to build a little bit with Giratina here, so we can chip away at this thing. But we are going to get up against Greninja Giratina, so that can be painfully annoying, especially if they can knock out into a rare candy pretty much instantaneously. Let's see what we can get done here. But we can be a pain in the ass right back with Oricorio to make sure it can't attack our Eevee here. So we're going to put a Poison Barb into Eevee. I run Poison Barb and Rocky Helmet just for a little bit of diversity, and because I don't have 2 Poison Barbs, if we're being completely honest. But yeah, I figured Poison Barb is fitting for Jolteon since it has the barbs itself. Holy hell. Alright, well we pop Giratina for 80 right out of the gate. I swear with this Eevee, it's like 11 consecutive attacks with tails, and then every once in a while you break through the wall. Alright, they kind of undo a little bit here, and they've already got Greninja. It does not take long. They hit Oricorio or Eevee? They're going to hit Oricorio. Alright, so we got 2 problems, Giratina and Greninja. So obviously we're going to evolve here. Now next turn, they can swing on me with Giratina and KO Jolteon. I think it would actually... Would it behoove me to take out Giratina, or would it behoove me to take out Greninja? I'm honestly leaning towards Greninja because Giratina can't hurt Oricorio. And Greninja can chip away at it. I see that as the biggest threat for right now. We may lose Jolteon, but they can't hurt me. So, okay, we're going to take a swing and hope for a few hits here. I got 2. I don't know if that's going to be enough. No, I didn't know if it would, the weakness would count for each head, so I couldn't remember. I didn't know if it would like maybe stack 60, 60 to 120, but no, it's just 20 on the total hit. So they do have to get Greninja out. I'm going to keep chipping away at Oricorio here. So really I need a Cyrus to take out this Greninja. That would be a wonderful world to live in. I don't get it, which is unfortunate. But we do get a Zapdos. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and start building this up. And hope we get 3 heads to take out Giratina. There's 1. I do see 3, so Giratina does go down. Eliminating the threat of being one shot here. So Greninja, nor this Oricorio here can KO me. I don't think. Alright, so this will actually turn around and do 80 since we knocked out. So it has like kind of a Marshadowy effect. Actually, it might be a little bit better than Marshadow. Alright, so now we are going to lose Jolteon here for sure. But we do poison the Oricorio. But now that Oricorio cannot KO Zapdos, so he don't hit me for 20. So we're going to get hit 40 per turn, unfortunately. But we only need one KO to win. So we're going to mill our deck out, and hopefully this will be a Cyrus. So next turn I can force this Greninja in. Alright, it is not. But it is another Oricorio. And I guess we'll just peck away at this thing until I can use Zapdos' other effect. So now we just need one heads to beat either one. So I guess we don't have to... Well, I guess it would be better to, if we do get a Cyrus, to pull in that Greninja for a 100% for sure KO. Because I could guarantee a KO with Peck without having to risk the coin tosses. But they've not been so bad so far, so... Maybe I could have managed to get a heads. Okay, so we're going to take 40 damage no matter what. But we'll see what they're going to do. I just realized I actually can't attack Greninja because it looks like they're not actually running any water energy. And they are thinking, are they going to stall me out here? I mean, it really doesn't behoove them to retreat. Bruh, I got nothing. I don't have an Iono to draw nothing. That's cool. Alright, what are you going to take a pot shot at? Zapdos, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. They're taking a lot of time. Alright, well, we just need one heads to win. I'd like a Cyrus here. Didn't get it. But hopefully that's not the end of the world. I didn't play Iono to reshuffle for a Cyrus just because at this point there's kind of no point. Or as in I wouldn't have been able to play it. Okay, one heads please. And we got it. That will be game. Alright, we do 100 damage to the Oricorio, and we managed to take the game and take the round somehow over Giratina and Greninja with this, let's call it a interesting Jolteon deck. But good games to that opponent. Hopefully we keep the good luck going, and I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here, and we do have good luck to go second once again. Now, I can't guarantee that I'll have the same amount of luck with the coin tosses this go around, but maybe we'll get lucky, who knows. But I'm sensing, maybe I could be wrong, could be throwing me off with the card covers, but maybe I'm sensing a Solgaleo here, so we're going to throw Oricorio out first, and it is. Alright, so I got Skarmory in the point position, so we need to get that thing out of here, because that's really the only real threat, because none of the Cosmog evolutions other than Solgaleo can do any damage. They get the Rocky Helmet already, so there's no point in putting any energy into the upfront Oricorio, because they're not going to be able to do anything with it. And we do need to save our Eevee back here. Alright, put Eevee on the bench here. Now, do I want a Sabrina and a Cosmog to make them waste resources? I think I do. Because either they're going to retreat or use teleport. Either way, they can't swing on me. So I will now actually put energy into this Oricorio up front. Thankfully, nothing we're running takes too much energy to get going or started. But again, the downside is we don't really hit for a lot, and it's a little bit luck dependent on the coin tosses. But we do have the type advantage, which isn't bad. Alright, we do have our Jolteon. Our boss monster is here. Now we are going to, unfortunately, trade here with the Skarmory, because while I can take it out, I will take 20 damage. But if it KOs Oricorio, then it KOs itself, the whale will be tied 1-1. But it is worth it just to get the Skarmory out of here. If they want to take the trade. They do. Wait, what the... Oh my god, I'm an actual buffoon. Why did I think I had a Rocky helmet attached to my Oricorio? That's what I had in my mind this whole freaking time. Why am I simply built stupid? I thought for some dumbass reason that I had an item into... Oh boy, I'm dumb. Alright, well, hopefully we can get a hit on this Eevee here. We just need one. We get none. Alright, well now attacking this Eevee KOs the Skarmory. Oh boy. I don't know what possessed me to think that I had an item into Oricorio. Shoot, buddy. Alright. Now, do you have your Solgaleo? You do. I really needed to get rid of this Skarmory before Solgaleo appeared to have probably a shot. Alright, they put a Rocky Helmet on Solgaleo. Alright, they're going to tag in, but it is going to get poisoned. Alright, so we are in a bad way here. Not getting rid of Skarmory is a problem. Because if it were gone, they'd have no way to hurt me right now other than tagging in Jolteon. Okay, so what I want to do... There's a will, there's a way. If I can get the energy off of Solgaleo. We need 2 heads, though. To make this worth it, we only get 1. So... we don't get them to burn resources like I had hoped. Because now we're in the unfortunate position of, while Solgaleo can't necessarily hurt me, Skarmory can one-shot me, which we don't want. Now I do have a red, which gives the ability to do 70 here. But again, me attacking into Solgaleo does mean that Skarmory comes in and KOs me. So what I want to do is I'll actually play Sabrina here. So I can get a free swing on this Cosmo, because they won't bring in Skarmory because they know that they need it to KO my Oricorio. So what I need here is Cyrus. They got another Skarmory, so this may be, in fact, be bad. And they put the Poison Barb into Skarmory, so... and put a cape into Cosmog, so they're either going to run or teleport into something. No, they're just going to bring Solgaleo right back out to the front. Alright, I don't know if there's a way I can win here, if I'm being completely honest. Because if I take out one Skarmory, the other is going to come in and hit me for 50. Which is unfortunate. And the second I hit the Solgaleo, Just gonna run. I really needed 2 heads on that last coin toss. We probably could have did something there if I had it. Alright, I'm gonna play this communication. Because we do have Zapdos in the deck, so it could be a little bit of a wall. So now I'm in the position of having to drag this out as much as I can. Yeah, missing on Team Rocket did not make things go my way. So yeah, now they're going to go ahead and swing with the Oricorio, or with the Skarmory, excuse me. Now the problem is, me swinging with Zapdos also results in a loss. Because Solgaleo will be able to sweep in here to KO me. Are both Cyruses just at the bottom of this deck? I guess they are. But I could have forcibly pulled Solgaleo in here. And maybe taken it out. We would have taken 20 still, but there would have been nothing that could have KO'd me. Alright, well there's not really a whole hell of a lot I can do here, I don't think. Yeah, if I attack it, I lose. If I bring in Zapdos, I survive a turn. Maybe. We'll see if we can try to will a win here. It's probably not looking too good, though. You know, screw it. I'm just going to attack Skarmory with Zapdos and just lose here. There's just not a way for me to win. I got nothing really I can pull or hit into. I need 2 more turns to get Zapdos built anyway. And I wouldn't survive 2 hits by the time I could get a Cyrus to force a Solgaleo in. Because I gotta survive for 2 more rounds. And then hope I can attack. Which it's not gonna happen. So we just have to take the L on this one. Unfortunately. Well, I gave a good run at it at the very least. A couple of coin tosses go our way. We might end up with the win here. But unfortunately, they did not. But good games to the opponent, and I'll be back when I find one more match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent here, and the good luck's gonna come to an end, and we're gonna go first. Alright, well, we're gonna start with Oricorio, since I don't see a Jolteon in my hand. And we'll build that up in the background here. And I guess let's see what we're going up against. If our opponent here decides to act. Alright, bud, what you gonna do? We playing or what? How long do you actually get to play your first card? I don't know if I've actually sat here for this long on a on an opening hand before. Is there a timeout, like off rip? I guess we're gonna find out. Come on, game, play a card for him. Would you kindly please do so? All right, what are you running? Giratina and Lunala. All right, this actually might be perfect for Oricorio here, considering that I don't think they can hurt me. So it might be best to keep the bench sparse. Because I get Sabrina in this Eevee, but I think that's what we're going to do here. Yeah, I think that's the move. I don't know why I just tried to play 2 Oaks. Yeah, we're going to keep the bench sparse. So they can't Sabrina in Zapdos, and then Sabrina in the Eevee again. To get 3 easy points and play around Oricorio. So we want them to play into it. And right now, they can't win. And they're playing Dialga too. So yeah, nothing but EXs and Cosmog. And Cosmog actually can't do any damage with its evolutions. So yeah, the goal is just going to be to keep the bench sparse. And just use Oricorio to be a nuisance. Now that they see Oricorio, are they just going to try to time me out? Which very well may be the case here. I think they're gonna try to time me out. They really need to. I mean, I don't know what you can do, but I think this needs to be reworked. Like, I almost feel like it's too much time you get to make a move. At least for like a timeout. Like, there was a way they could like somehow measure inaction, if that makes sense. Like, if you're actively scrolling, looking through your hand and not away, then the timer says normal, but just like a shorter timer that can detect if you're gone or not, so the game can be over. Perhaps I'm asking for too much. Probably asking for too much. All right, let's get energy into Oricorio. Play Professor Oak. Put a Poison Barb into our Eevee in the background. And we'll end our turn so we can make them time out. That is a pretty interesting deck. I wonder what they'd be trying to do. Oh, excuse me. I guess this is Solgaleo and Giratina. I didn't notice the Steel energy back there. Unless they're still running Lunala. It looks like they're running both. Looks like they're running both Steel and Psychic. I feel like Dialga be like a really just bogs the deck down. Because you need Dialga to build. So maybe, unless they're running one of Solgaleo and one of Lunala. I don't feel like that would mesh well together here. And there they go. There's the timeout we were waiting on. Alright, well, I guess the deck succeeded in that match, but that was just more Oricorio being an asshole. But alright, well, I guess we're 2-1 with this deck so far, but that was kind of an uneventful final match, so I'll go find one more. I'll be back when I find my next opponent. Alrighty, looks like I found my for real final opponent if they're going to play. And we get to go second, which is always good. Now, well, unfortunately, we only start with Eevee and not much else. And we're going up against Arceus to boot. Alright, well, hopefully I don't have Arceus immediately, or else this is going to be a problem, since Carbine can strike for 50. Alright, they got Pokeball and Oak, so they probably are going to hit into what they need, more than likely. Yep, there's Arceus. There's the lad. Okay. And it's Crobat on top of everything else. Alright, well, everything is not coming up good. We do have our Jolteon immediately, though, which is nice. Let's go ahead and sneak this Poison Barb on Eevee here, though. Let's oak it up and live a little here. Alright, we get a Pokeball so we can actually take the stress off a smidge. And it's Zapdos. That's fine. Now, I really want to take this Carvine out. We need 4 heads to do so. I don't know if I'm going to get that lucky, but we're going to wish for the best. We get 1, better than none. And 1's all we're going to get. All right. So, unfortunately, we are going to get hit for 50 next turn if they opt to swing into me. So, we're going to have a pretty... Well, there goes my Jolteon. And probably all my hopes and dreams along with it. Oh, no, we got it back. All right, I'll take it. And they already have Crobat. So, yes, I lose Eevee this turn, undoubtedly. Because I'm going to get hit for... get hit for 80 immediately. That's fun. Well, that sucks. I unfortunately could not even get a chance to play Jolteon because they got their Crobat immediately. This person did not miss on anything. All right, so now we're kind of playing from behind. Alright, well, Oricorios are really not going to be a threat unless they have only Arceus left. But I'm going to be getting hit for 80 per turn. Could have played Iono, but I couldn't guarantee I'd get the Jolteon back. I will be able to take out Carvine next turn. But again, we'll have taken 80, and then Crobat will just come in and also hit us for 80, so kind of undo everything. Actually, Crobat can't hit us. I spy 2 grass energy in the background there. Now, is Crobat only able to hit the active Pokemon, or is it just able to hit anything? Alright, it has to be the active Pokemon, so it's not Greninja. Okay, we do get an Eevee, so we get some wiggle room here. I'm actually not going to put an energy into Zapdos, because we want Jolteon to be able to attack next turn. Alright, they're going to bring Crobat in here as a meat shield, which makes sense, because they want to get Arceus going. And they already have another Carvine, and they don't have a retreat cost with Crobat, so that pretty much just seals the deal here. Damn. They were able to get everything they needed right out of the gate, so this was kind of... we were kind of doomed from the start. Well, that was highly unfortunate. They were, again, able to hit and everything they needed, and we did not. We still need a little bit of more time to build, but them's the breaks sometimes, I suppose. But good games, opponent. I do believe I'm going to end the video here. 2-2 is not too bad for this little Jolteon deck I put together, I suppose. But yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.